Lock it in right now because the Las Vegas Raiders will be making the playoffs here in 2025. While I was in Vegas, I had to make a pit stop to MGM and lock this bet in person. And when it comes to the season's end, I will be cashing this ticket out for $1,000, and let me tell you why. It all started with their leadership overhaul. Pete Carroll, a Super Bowl winning coach with a history of building contenders. In Seattle, he's paired with their new GM, John Spytek. The Raiders had a great draft, and for all the positions they needed, and it's going to set this season up to be very successful. Analyst Bucky Brooks even labeled the Raiders as one of the teams that won the offseason. They now have stability at quarterback, and the whole entire offense is revamped. Geno Smith is bringing stability to the position, and he was a top-tier quarterback last season in many categories, so he'll be coming off a great season. Plus, they have a new offensive coordinator in Chip Kelly that brings innovative schemes and is expected to revitalize the offense. Plus, he's coming off a national championship win at Ohio State last year and brings a heavy amount of experience from the NFL to go along with it. Plus, they have their 6th pick overall running back Ashton Genty. He's being heralded as an engine of this revamped attack and could deliver an all-pro caliber season. Don't let the preseason fool you. I take that with a grain of salt. He can run, he can catch, and with a solid low-to-the-ground frame, expect this future offensive rookie of the year to explode here in his first year. If we go to the other side of the ball, everybody knows Max Crosby. He's the defensive anchor. He's fully healthy. He sat out the last few games of that lost season last year, and he got paid over $300 million for over 3 years. So he's ready to light those victory cigars this season. Malcolm Kuntz is on the edge on the other side. He's a potential breakout defensive playmaker alongside some other stars. Plus, the Raiders have a favorable win total, and they have good playoff odds. Betting markets right now in early August favor the Raiders to exceed their win total of 7.5 at -135, suggesting the expectations of a rebound from the 4-win disaster last year. The funny thing is, I was going to make the bet of their wins instead of to make the playoffs, but it was at 6.5 about a month ago. So what that's telling me is the public is backing the Raiders. So am I. If they can win 7.5 games, they can win a few more to make the playoffs. Here we have the Raiders schedule for 2025. In week 1, the Raiders go to New England and play Drake May and the Patriots. I think it'll be a close defensive game, but I think Geno and the experience is going to overcome the young quarterback here, and they're going to pull out a week 1 victory. Week 2 Monday Night Football, I think they win. Something about the AFC West, records are off to the side. These teams know each other very well. I'm going to give it to Geno. Week 3, I think Jaden Daniels in his sophomore season, especially on the road. I don't think the Raiders are going to have the defense to keep up with him. And then as we move along, the Bears, I don't believe them that they're a competitive team this year. That's a win. I'm not even going to entertain the Colts game. That's a win versus a rookie quarterback. And then they're going to lose right before the bye to Patrick Mahomes. So they're going to be going 5-2 heading into the bye. They're going to win at Jacksonville. They're going to lose Thursday Night Football versus the Broncos. And then they're going to be stuck in this rut in that second half, what the Raiders love to do. Whenever they're good, they get a lead in the first half and they slowly kind of fade off. And this is kind of what typical Raider fans know. I'm a Raiders fan, so I'm very familiar with this. But then we pick it back up here, week 12. Who knows who the quarterback will be in Cleveland by then, but it's going to be a win. They're not going anywhere this season. They're going to lose versus the Chargers. They typically split the seasons, so they won earlier in the year. They're going to lose this game. They're going to beat the Broncos. They're going to split the AFC West matchup again. They're going to lose on the road in Philly in week 15. Who knows? It could be snowing. It could be raining. It could be cold. I don't know if the Raiders are ready or equipped for that, especially coming from over on the West Coast. They'll lose again to the playoff-bound Texans, but New York Giants are a nice, easy opponent here to round off week 17. And in the final week here, they're sitting on 9 wins. This is a play and you're in. I think they pull the victory out here in week 18 versus Kansas City to get to the 10th win and sneak into the playoffs. And if you're unfamiliar with the playoff format, in the AFC and in the NFC, you get 4 division winners and 3 wild cards. So Buffalo is definitely going to be in. They're going to win the AFC West or AFC East. AFC North, it's going to be Baltimore. I think they're going to be playing for the AFC Championship game this season. The Bengals, after a surprisingly bad year last year, they couldn't sneak into the playoffs, but they'll get in this year. I do not think Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to get in. Call me blasphemous. I know the stats with Mike Tomlin. but I don't think they're getting in, and I think they made a mistake getting Aaron Rodgers in there. Texans, they're going to be in the playoffs, and that leaves us 3 more spots, and they're going to the Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Chargers. Those are going to round off your 7 teams that are going to be in the AFC playoffs this year in 2025. And of course, the Raiders have Tom Brady. His voodoo magic is going to be washing over the team as his ownership and equity will rise in the Raiders of 2025 as they set sail into the playoffs this year.